Each year, the SCGA honors a select number of volunteers, members, and contributors who stand out in their involvement, support, and performance with the SCGA. We are excited to present these 2022 award recipients and celebrate their accomplishments. The association is better because of the efforts of these special people.
As the Director of Club Services, I am honored to recognize two outstanding volunteers who have helped their SCGA clubs grow and thrive. The Don Carlson Handicap Chair of the Year Award was named after Don Carlson, who served as Handicap Chair at Riviera Country Club for multiple decades. Recognizing the diligence necessary to be an effective handicap chair and seeing that Don was so successful for such a long time, the SCGA introduced the award for outstanding service as a handicap chair in honor of Don Carlson. This year's recipient is Chester Bud Brown, the handicap chair at Alta Vista Country Club. Bud has been a member of Alta Vista for over 37 years, serving as the handicap chair for a span of 9 years. Through this time, he has helped members manage their handicap index and provided support and guidance answering questions about the handicap system. He is extremely proud of the programs he has been involved in, including the Player of the Month, where members who have the best score on each set of tees can win $25 gift cards, and their yearly Tee It Up for the Troops fundraising event. Bud has been extremely engaged with the SCGA, serving as a valued liaison between the club and the association, including recently coordinating the course rating process for the club. Congratulations, Bud, on being named the SCGA's 2022 Handicap Chair Award winner. The Newell Pinch Delegate Award was named after the longtime former SCGA Executive Director who created the Delegate Program in 1993. Novel at the time of inception, the Delegate Program continues to provide the SCGA with a dedicated liaison at the club level. This year's recipient is Jamie Boucher, who has been a well-established figure at Morro Bay Women's Golf Club for the past 6 years. Jamie is proud of the relationship she has built and considers her members her social circle of friends that she would not have had the pleasure of knowing without the game of golf. They travel on out-of-town golf trips and proudly organize fundraising events supporting the local girls' high school golf team. Jamie has held several positions in the club, from website chair to membership chair, where she was able to connect with members and develop relationships that are so valuable for a successful club leader. As a current club delegate, she continues to act as an engaged ambassador for her club, and her contributions to her club and the game are appreciated by the association. Congratulations, Jamie, on being named the association's 2022 Delegate of the Year.
The SCGA Player of the Year programs recognize strong performances in SCGA championships, California Amateur championships, USGA championships, as well as select city championships in Southern California. Those performances are tracked through our various points lists, which ultimately determine our Players of the Year. This year's Player of the Year continued his dominance on the national stage as one of the top players in the country. He was a quarterfinalist at the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship, and he advanced to the round of 16 at the U.S. Amateur. Locally, he finished second at the CIF SoCal Boys High School Championship, and then 6th at the CIF State Championship. He made it to match play at the California Amateur Championship. For the second straight year, please join me in congratulating our 2022 SCGA Player of the Year from Carlsbad, and now playing his college golf at Arizona State University, Luke Potter. What a year it was for our Women's Player of the Year. She kicked off the 2022 points race by winning the SCGA CIF SoCal Girls High School Championship and then finished second at the CIF State Championship. She was the runner-up at this year's SCGA Women's Match Play Championship. Her summer concluded by winning the SCGA Women's Amateur at San Diego Country Club, the event's only player under par. She was an AJGA Rolex Junior All-American and still in high school, will head to Northwestern University next fall. Congratulations to our SCGA Women's Player of the Year from West Covina, Ashley Yoon. This year's Senior Player of the Year is no stranger to the SCGA circuit, but his presence on the senior stage is just beginning. The highlight of his season was winning the SCGA Senior Amateur at Santa Ana Country Club in Tiger Woods fashion by 13 strokes. He finished second at the California Senior Amateur, the SCGA Senior 4-Ball, and the SCGA Senior Foursomes Championships. He also earned numerous second-place finishes at local city championships. He finished in a tie for 6th at the SCGA Amateur, proving that his game is truly timeless. He also qualified to play in his 4th straight U.S. Senior Open. Congratulations to our Senior Player of the Year from Simi Valley, Tim Hogarth. This year's Senior Women's Player of the Year had another remarkably consistent year. She tied for 2nd at the SCGA Senior Women's Amateur Championship. She finished 5th at the California Senior Women's Amateur Championship. She finished 3rd at both the SCGA Women's Mid-Amateur and Women's 4-Ball Championships. She was a quarter-finalist at the SCGA Women's Match Play and reached the round of 32 at the U.S. Senior Women's Amateur Championship. Congratulations to our Senior Women's Player of the Year from Huntington Beach, Shelley Haywood. In addition to our Players of the Year, we would also like to acknowledge a few of our 2022 champions. The winner of the 111th California Amateur Championship at Big Canyon Country Club was Charlie Ryder. The winner of the 56th California Women's Amateur Championship at San Luis Obispo Country Club for the 2nd straight year was Annika Borelli. The winner of the 123rd SCGA Amateur Championship at San Diego Country Club was Caden Fioroni. And the winner of the 8th SCGA Women's Amateur Championship, also at San Diego Country Club, was our Women's Player of the Year, Ashley Yoon. Congratulations once again to all our champions and the fantastic performances in 2022. We continue to be inspired and so very proud of these outstanding achievements by our members.
The SCGA Junior Golf Foundation's John C. Argue Founders Award was established to honor SCGA Foundation founder and former SCGA president, John Argue. Mr. Argue, a leading civic figure in Southern California for decades, was most notable for his efforts in bringing the 1984 Olympic Games to Los Angeles. Although John divided his time between business, community, and philanthropic endeavors, golf was his greatest passion. Whether playing the top 100 rated golf courses in America or chairing the 1983 PGA Championship at Riviera, he was extraordinarily committed to the game. Through the combination of his leadership and community commitment, proceeds from the 1983 PGA Championship established the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. At the SCGA, we create opportunities for kids to play the game, which was important to John. He was consistently quoted saying, "Let's just get the clubs and balls into the kids' hands." This year, we are honoring a family who has done just that. The Sullivan family is this year's recipient of the Argue Award. The Sullivans connected with us in 2018 as they were looking for a way to honor their son, Thomas, who was a passionate golfer that cared about helping kids. Through our conversations with the Sullivans about Thomas and about our work, the Sullivans became the partner that brought the SCGA's Player and Youth Development Program to Riverside. And they continue to be the lead sponsor to ensure the program thrives in that location. We cannot thank the Sullivans enough for their generosity and support of our work. And I'd like to share their response to receiving this award. We want to thank SCGA Junior for thinking of us at this time and offering to honor us with the prestigious John C. Argue Founders Award. We humbly accept this award on behalf of our son, Michael, who lost his only brother, and ourselves, who lost our youngest son, Thomas. We thank Ed Holmes and all of the members of the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation for this honor. We have been blessed to have the means to support an organization that provides such an outstanding program. We knew that we wanted to honor Thomas, who loved golf since he first took lessons when he was 10 years old and continued to play until he passed away in 2018. He developed lifelong friendships playing golf, friends who continue to miss him as we do. Thank you for the opportunity to give back to the community we love, Riverside, to the game he loved, and to the development of a group of outstanding young people through SCGA Junior. Sincerely, Tori and Dennis Sullivan. We are thankful for the Sullivan family and honored to present them the John C. Argue Award. The SCGA Junior Golf Foundation President's Award is given annually to an outstanding volunteer or SCGA club who significantly furthers our mission and work. This year, it is my honor to present the award to a friend and an incredible volunteer for the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation, Marco Gonzalez. The Gonzalez family has probably been involved in our work since we started in the late 2000s. Their daughters, Stephanie and Natalie, were juniors in our program, scholars, and then coaches. Through their involvement, the entire family has become an extension of the SCGA family, participating in countless events and activities. And over time, Marco Gonzalez has become our go-to volunteer and advocate. He speaks passionately on our behalf to families, to juniors, and to donors. He is the consummate volunteer, showing up whenever we need him and lending a hand. Recently, he has been especially involved in supporting SCGA junior tournaments. He is a starter, an ambassador, and a huge help in this work. We cannot thank him enough for all of the hours and all of the passion he has given to junior golf and to us. Marco, my friend, congratulations on receiving the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation's President's Award.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to SCGA Junior Golf Foundation for handing me and giving me this award. Just want to give you a little background. When I started being a volunteer was when my two daughters were part of the program. They started when they were 11 and 8, and they were some of the kids that started the organization from the beginning. I noticed what opportunities were given to my kids, and that's when I decided I wanted to be involved as they were still in the program. Another reason why I wanted to be a volunteer is to give back to everything that SCGA Junior Golf Foundation has given to my kids. And I want to make sure that other families and other kids get the same opportunities that I had and my family had. I volunteer so much and so often that the kids and the parents actually think I am an employee of the SCGA Junior Golf Foundation. When I let them know that I am just a volunteer, they always get blown away because they say, Marco, you're at every one of these events and you're always here and you're always so good with the kids and you work well with the parents and with the kids. And that's my goal, is to be a face of SCGA Junior Golf Foundation, and I will keep doing it as long as I possibly can. And again, I am honored and deeply privileged to accept and receive this award today. Thank you very much.
The Jim House Award was established in 2002 to honor an active SCGA volunteer who provides dedicated service above and beyond the call in their volunteer role for the association. The award is named in honor of the late Jim House, who loyally served this association for more than 3 decades as a legendary volunteer, board member, and SCGA president. It's an honor to celebrate this year's Jim House Award winner, Fred McFarland. In 2009, shortly after I was hired to lead the SCGA's Communications and Marketing Department, I reached out to Fred, a public affairs professional as well as a golf fanatic, to join the new Communications and Marketing Committee. He immediately contributed to our program, driving the SCGA's popular Rules Crew video series, and his insistence on migrating SCGA member communications to mobile phones is well chronicled. As an SCGA board member, Fred remained active in both the Communications and Marketing and Public Affairs committees. While his board service has ended, Fred's contributions to the SCGA have not. He remains active on both committees, and as Fred often reminds me, he's always just a phone call away. So it is with great pleasure that I raise a proverbial glass and a real physical phone and introduce the winner of the 2022 Jim House Award, Mr. Fred McFarland.
On behalf of the past volunteers who have served and present volunteers who are today serving the members and member clubs of the Southern California Golf Association. I say this with great humility. Though my name has been etched on this prestigious award, named in honor of a very special man, Jim House, I regard this award as a shared honor. It's not just for me, it's for all of us who've devoted our time, talent, and skills to support the SCGA in its mission to preserve and protect the game we cherish because of what golf contributes to our lives. SCGA volunteers play an essential role on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis. Their legacy of service on behalf of the SCGA is long and storied. SCGA volunteers are among the most giving women and men I have ever met. They are the caring stewards of our game in Southern California. Without SCGA volunteers, much of what the SCGA does so well and seeks to do to enhance our enjoyment of the game simply wouldn't be possible to undertake. SCGA volunteers have a shared ethic, selflessness, and a commitment to serve. I've known many past recipients of the Jim House Award. I hold each award recipient in the highest regard. I'm not finished serving the SCGA. My commitment as a volunteer is lifelong. I thank my fellow SCGA volunteers, SCGA staff members, and members of the SCGA Board of Directors for this memorable recognition of what it means to be an SCGA volunteer.
The Lynn Smith Award was established in 1987 to honor individuals who show outstanding contributions and service to amateur golf in Southern California. The initial award was given to its namesake, Lynn Smith, the 1965 SCGA president and a member of the USGA Executive Committee from 1966 to 74. Smith was legendary for his dedication to the game and his knowledge of the rules of golf and the USGA handicap system. This award is not necessarily given every year, and the final criteria the SCGA considers in presenting this award is golf better because this person is involved? It is my pleasure to introduce the 2022 Lynn Smith Award recipient, Tom Addis. Tom Addis is the current Executive Director and CEO of the Southern California PGA, a position he has served for 17 years. Tom has been a staple in the golf world, but especially here in Southern California. Tom has served the PGA in voluntary leadership roles at the chapter, section, and national levels, serving as PGA of America president in 1995 and 1996. Tom has dedicated his life and career to growing the game. He's a lifelong supporter of junior golf, those of less ability, and introducing and tirelessly promoting the game. Tom's dedication and passion is second to none. I have had the pleasure and privilege of knowing Tom for over 25 years and have proudly worked with him for 17 of those years. His career has been nothing short of amazing, but perhaps his greatest legacy is the impact he has had on literally hundreds of PGA professionals and those in the golf industry. Those are the people that will carry on the passion for this game that Tom instilled in all of us. Congratulations, Tom.
Nikki, thank you so much. This is quite an honor, an unexpected honor, I must say, and having been inducted into the SCGA Hall of Fame and now to be awarded the Lynn Smith Award is actually indescribable. So, and really, really appreciated. We've had a good relationship with the Southern California Golf Association for many, many years, starting when I was at Singing Hills. From 1967 until 1998. And as a matter of fact, that's where I first met Mr. Lynn Smith. I met Mr. Smith in 1972. He was instrumental in helping us bring the 1973 United States Golf Association Junior Amateur to Singing Hills, which, by the way, back then was won by Jack Renner. So I have a special place in my professional career for Mr. Smith and what he did for junior golf, and especially in San Diego and Singing Hills. I would like to share this with some fellow PGA members and friends. PGA members George Bedell and Len Canet, two leaders in Southern California that so deserving. Ed Holmes, who I work with in a number of projects, former USGA president and good friend Jim Vernon, and then former SCGA executive director Tom Morgan, and of course your current executive director Kevin Heaney, and we've had a long and close relationship for many years. And then I'll never forget my mentor and former SCGA president Steve Harrell, who introduced me and introduced us to Mr. Smith and allowed us to host that junior amateur way back then, and then a subsequent junior amateur in 1989. So again, this Lynn Smith Award has a special place in my heart and my being and my career, and I couldn't be more thankful and more appreciative of holding this honor. Thank you.
On behalf of the SCGA, I would like to congratulate all of our 2022 SCGA and SCGA Junior Golf Foundation Award winners. You all truly embody what this organization strives to represent. Thank you for your invaluable contributions and support, and for elevating the association. And with that, our awards presentation is complete. Happy holidays, everyone.